Katie Hopkins, and I wanted to bring you this update from batshit crazy Britain, where Boris, as it's turned out, has been about as much use as a potato in a wig. We're about to move out of lockdown and go into something that looks and sounds like lockdown, but is called instead a tier system. The headline today, and you're going to love this. So we're supposed to live in a free Western democracy. Families will be allowed to meet at Christmas, government confirms. Did you ever imagine you would live in a time when the government gets to tell you what you can do inside your own homes? I think we can say, Boris, potato in a wig, frankly, most of us were planning to do what the bloody hell we liked on Christmas Day, and Christmas isn't cancelled, actually. Here, it's going to be bigger than it ever was. Second up, what will remain open? So they're making up crazy rules just because they can, and you've got to ask yourself each time you hear a rule, how does this stop COVID exactly, right? This one, shisha bars can remain open, but they're not allowed to sell shisha. Which, I guess if you think about it, is a bit like saying hairdressers can open, but they're not allowed to cut hair. They're just making up rules for the fun of it, aren't they? There's no logic, nor rhyme, nor reason. This is my favourite one of all. Pubs, bars and restaurants, you're allowed to sell alcohol as long as somebody like me has ordered a substantial meal. Substantial, people. Then you're allowed to have a cheeky glass of wine, but not if you have ordered a packet of crisps or a plate of chips. I love a plate of chips with a Merlot, frankly, because I'm a classy sort of chick. But they're saying unless you order a substantial meal, you can't order booze. Ask yourself, how does this stop COVID? Does COVID know if you've ordered a cheeky plate of chips as opposed to pie and mash with gravy? Does it mean that if you order just crisps, for example, COVID goes, oh, look at that person not having a substantial meal. I'll infect them with mild to moderate seasonal flu, people are calling it COVID, because they haven't ordered a substantial meal. I mean, it's absolutely nonsensical, all of this. And of course, what more could we need than the criminalisation of speech like mine? So me saying these kind of things will become hate speech because, thank God, everybody, Neil Bashu, the head of counter-terrorism in the UK, bear in mind there's Islamist threats and jihadi attacks all over the place, he's coming after people like me, people who are pro-medical choice, allowing you to make the decisions you want to make about your own body. He says that should be made a criminal offence. Well, I say to you, Neil, you bald-headed little weasel, come lock me up, because I would rather live standing on my feet than cower on my knees to look after my pay and pension. And I say actually, and I level to all others who are complicit in this utter nonsensical buffoonery, what are you doing? You'd rather look after your pay and pension than stand for the truth. So I say to everybody, plan your biggest Christmas. Have your funnest fun at the bars when they open. Try not to order substantial meals. And if there's a shop open, try and buy what that shop actually sells. And keep your eye out for more corona bollocks. And I'll be updating you back here very soon. Although I'm sure YouTube, Facebook and others will remove this because you're not allowed to say these things.